Cultural Shift is a unique artistic programme which is being developed to promote disability equality. ARC Stockton and Little Cog have developed an exciting 3-year programme of activity which aims to challenge negative perceptions of disability and also create more opportunities in the arts at every level. We're just coming to the end of our first year, and so it's time to reflect on our successes to date and where we see the project going in the coming 2 years.
So ARC had been working with Little Cog for a while, and we realised that there were lots of things that we wanted to do to change things artistically. We wanted to offer more opportunities. We realised that we needed to do something far bigger and far more coherent and more strategic.
Our comprehensive approach involves 3 main strands of activity. The first is creative practice, through which disabled artists and disabled people will have increased and improved access to make work, be part of our professional programme, take part in activities and come to see work at ARC. The second strand is organisational development, to support ARC to understand and embed disability equality in all areas of its work. And our third strand is dissemination, so that we share all of our learning and experiences with partners across the country.
The benefits so far of Cultural Shift have been huge. The staff at ARC are now thinking about disability in their everyday duties. The conversation's really started and we want to keep that going. Thanks to the Spirit of 2012 who funded Cultural Shift, we've been able to install audio describe equipment in our cinema. We've been able to assess all the hearing loops in the building and bring them up to a better standard. We have introduced BSL interpreted performances in our theatre, and we've introduced relaxed performances in our cinema and theatre. The communities in Stockton are also experiencing a more diverse range of work when they're an audience member at ARC, but also with things like the flash mob, we're taking that diverse work out to them. It was so lovely to see so many people from Stockton who wouldn't necessarily access theatre enjoying the work that we're delivering.
It's been critical to work with Little Cog on this project. I don't think we would have had the confidence to do it on our own. I think we would have been worried about getting things wrong. And also it's meant that disabled voices and disabled people have fed into the project and driven the project right from the beginning.
We've met lots and lots of new people who hadn't been to ARC before. We had a group who developed a portraiture exhibition. We've even got a group of learning disabled people who create a regular club night called Arctic Piranha, which is a great social occasion.
For me, the heart of Cultural Shift is artistic, and sitting down with Vicky and writing an artistic policy that sits alongside and meshes into ARC's original artistic policy has been a core part of the project.
Change is already happening, but one of the most important things for me is that ARC understands that disability is not about people's impairments. It's about how those impairments are viewed socially and culturally, and also recognising that barriers exist in all arts organisations. Disabled people's voices and stories are being heard in cultural space. That's important.
I think Cultural Shift has given us the confidence to talk about things, and the fact that we're talking about it more has meant that we're addressing some of the barriers there are. And that might seem like a really small thing, but I suppose I think about my own confidence and I multiply that across the organisation and then across the other partners and organisations and artists that we work with, and it suddenly feels like that's actually really quite a big shift.
We've had Pauline Heath creating a new piece called Occupation. We worked in collaboration with Full Circle, which is a company of artists with learning disabilities, on a show called Los Muertos. And I've worked on a new show called Butterfly, which explores the aesthetics of mental health in theatre. In the coming 2 years, we'll continue to create new opportunities for disabled people in the arts.
Ultimately, we want to change the way that people see disability and view disability. And I think we want to do that by starting here at ARC, by making sure that disabled people are informing all the activity that we present here, that their voices are being heard on and off the stage, as audiences, as participants, as artists, as producers. And we want that work, when it reaches a wider audience, to then really challenge the perception of disability. I guess alongside that, we've got work to do in removing some of the barriers that exist for disabled people to access ARC and what we offer right across our programme, and that's the most important thing. This isn't about one aspect of our work, it's about all the things that we do.